Mark Twain selected works: Autobiographical, Dictation, The Inaugural, Butt Dial, March 5th, 1906. During the time that we were living in Buffalo in 70 and 71, Mr. Cleveland was sheriff, but I never happened to make his acquaintance or even see him. In fact, I suppose I was not even aware of his existence. 14 years later, he was become the greatest man in the state. I was not living in the state at the time. He was governor and was about to step into the post of President of the United States. At that time, I was on the public highway in company with another bandit, George W. Cable. We were robbing the public with readings from our works during 4 months, and in the course of time we went to Albany to levy tribute, and I said, we ought to go and pay our respects to the governor. So Cable and I went to that majestic Capitol building and stated our errand. We were shown into the governor's private office, and I saw Mr. Cleveland for the first time. We three stood chatting together. I was born lazy, and I comforted myself by turning the corner of a table into a sort of seat. Presently the governor said, "Mr. Clemens, I was a fellow citizen of yours in Buffalo a good many months, a good while ago, and during those months you burst suddenly into a mighty fame, out of a previous long-continued and, no doubt proper, obscurity. But I was a nobody, and you wouldn't notice me nor have anything to do with me. But now that I have become somebody, you have changed your style, and you come here to shake hands with me and be sociable. How do you explain this kind of conduct?" "Oh," I said, "it is very simple, Your Excellency. In Buffalo you were nothing but a sheriff. I was in society. I couldn't afford to associate with sheriffs. But you are governor now, and you are on your way to the presidency. It is a great difference, and it makes you worthwhile." There appeared to be about 16 doors to that spacious room. From each door a young man now emerged, and the 16 lined up and moved forward and stood in front of the governor with an aspect of respectful expectancy in their attitude. No one spoke for a moment. Then the governor said, "You are dismissed, gentlemen. Your services are not required. Mr. Clemens is sitting on the bells." There was a cluster of 16 bell buttons on the corner of the table. My proportions at that end of me were just right to enable me to cover the whole of that nest, and that is how I came to hatch out those 16 chicks.